On February 7, 2025, Kanye West, now legally known as Ye, once again ignited outrage across social media with a series of disturbing anti-Semitic posts shared on his X, formerly Twitter account. These posts, composed in all capital letters, displayed his signature confrontational style, but this time they ventured into deeply offensive territory, sparking widespread condemnation from across the globe. The controversial rapper, fashion mogul, and entrepreneur has long been a polarizing figure, known for his outspoken views, public rants, and erratic behavior. However, his recent comments represent yet another escalation in a long-standing pattern of anti-Semitic remarks, following similar outbursts that had already severely impacted his career. West's February 2025 posts included declarations like, "I love Hitler, now what bitches, and I'm a Nazi, sick." In another post he wrote, "I can say whatever the FS," before continuing his tirade with more offensive statements. He later posted, "I just tweeted everything I could think of and I'm still alive," in an apparent attempt to provoke a reaction. His messages were starkly controversial, displaying a complete disregard for the consequences of his actions. One of the final posts in the series read, "Ain't nobody ramped up, either am calm as ice. This how I really feel, how I really felt, and how I will always feel. If ass unfair business deals any Jewish person that does business with me, needs to know I don't like or trust any Jewish person, and this is completely sober with no Hennessy sick." The shocking nature of these remarks, targeting an entire group of people based solely on their ethnicity and religion, has ignited further outrage from his critics. The posts, which were shared without any apparent remorse or hesitation, underscore the depths of his controversial views, which have previously been labeled as anti-Semitic and dangerous. This latest outburst follows a long history of problematic comments from West. Back in December 2022, West faced a major backlash after he made public statements praising Adolf Hitler during an interview with right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones on his InfoWars show. During that appearance, West repeatedly praised the Nazi leader and made comments about liking Hitler, causing a massive public outcry. The comments led to West's immediate fallout with several major brands, including Adidas, Gap, and Balenciaga, who severed their ties with him due to his hateful remarks. At the time, Adidas condemned his comments, calling them unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous. The company issued a public statement emphasizing that West's remarks violated their core values of diversity, inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. In light of the scandal, West was dropped by multiple other organizations and partnerships, which only compounded the damage to his personal brand and reputation. Despite the backlash, in 2023, West tried to walk back his comments. He released a statement apologizing to the Jewish community, claiming that he regretted his remarks. However, his sincerity in that apology was quickly questioned. In February 2024, during the release of his album Vultures, West seemed to contradict his previous apology. On the track King, he rapped the line, "crazy, bipolar, anti-Semite," referencing his earlier behavior. In the same song, he followed up with, "And I'm still the king / still the king / still / they thought headlines was my kryptonite / still the king," suggesting that the public backlash to his anti-Semitism was something he viewed as merely a challenge to overcome, not a serious reflection on the harm his words had caused. Furthermore, on the album's title track, West made light of the controversy by rapping, "I ain't anti-Semitic, I just ed a Jewish B." This line seemed to further minimize the seriousness of his prior anti-Semitic remarks, reducing an entire culture and community to a crude joke. The casualness with which West appeared to address his anti-Semitic views only added fuel to the fire, drawing further ire from listeners, particularly those in the Jewish community who felt his behavior was offensive and irresponsible.
On February 7, 2025, West's outburst on X seemed to be a deliberate attempt to provoke controversy once more. The series of offensive anti-Semitic posts came after West's appearance at the 2025 Grammy Awards, where he created a spectacle alongside his wife, Bianca Censori. Censori, who caused a stir on the Grammy red carpet with a controversial nude look, was just one part of a broader pattern of outlandish behavior and media provocations from West. His actions on the red carpet, followed by the subsequent anti-Semitic rants on social media, only added to the sense that the rapper was pushing boundaries for the sake of attention and notoriety. The reactions to West's posts on social media were swift and overwhelming. Hundreds of users on X expressed their disgust at his remarks, condemning him for perpetuating hate speech and inciting division. Many individuals, including prominent public figures and members of the Jewish community, called for his account to be suspended permanently. The hateful rhetoric from West was seen not only as an attack on Jewish people, but also as an example of the broader problem of online hate speech, which is often allowed to fester unchecked on social media platforms. West's comments were particularly notable because they came at a time when his account had already been suspended previously due to similar behavior. In December 2022, his X account was suspended after he posted a design featuring a swastika inside the Star of David, which was widely seen as inciting violence and hate. At the time, Elon Musk, the owner of X, confirmed that the suspension had been enforced, acknowledging that West had violated the platform's policies against inciting violence and hate speech. Musk publicly stated that he had tried his best to persuade West not to share such offensive material, but the rapper's posts had crossed a line. Despite his previous suspension, West was allowed back on the platform, a decision that many critics viewed as problematic. Given Musk's self-proclaimed commitment to free speech, many questioned whether his platform would take appropriate action to prevent harmful rhetoric from spreading. West's recent anti-Semitic outburst highlights the tensions between free speech and the need for platforms to enforce policies that prevent the spread of hate speech, particularly when it comes from high-profile users with the potential to influence large audiences. While West's behavior has often been dismissed as erratic or eccentric, there is a broader conversation surrounding the responsibility that public figures have when it comes to spreading hateful ideologies. Many observers have pointed out that West's comments are not only damaging to his own reputation, but also pose a threat to the broader social fabric by normalizing dangerous views. His platform, which has a large following, could potentially embolden others to adopt and spread similar ideologies, making it essential for social media platforms and public figures to confront such behavior head-on. At the same time, West's supporters continue to cite his struggles with mental health, particularly his public battle with bipolar disorder, as an explanation for his behavior. However, while mental health issues may contribute to erratic or impulsive actions, they do not excuse the harmful impact of his words. His past actions, including comments on mental illness and his frequent rants, paint a picture of a man in distress, but that does not diminish the need for accountability. Kanye West's anti-Semitic outbursts in February 2025 are just the latest in a long string of inflammatory comments and actions that have defined his career in recent years. Whether it's his admiration for Adolf Hitler, his promotion of harmful stereotypes, or his unapologetic behavior on social media, West has cultivated a reputation as a polarizing figure who pushes boundaries at any cost. However, this latest controversy represents a dangerous escalation that warrants serious attention from both social media platforms and society as a whole. As the backlash to his recent posts continues to unfold, West's future remains uncertain. Will he face further consequences for his words, or will his fame and influence shield him from the backlash? Only time will tell, but the situation highlights the importance of holding public figures accountable for the harm they cause, particularly when it involves spreading hate speech and perpetuating dangerous ideologies.